be doing, Leave It Part 2 in this video. So, I have my clicker still. Let's see. Okay, hi pretty girl. Alright, I'm going to put the clicker on this end, and I'm going to show you guys. Okay. Leave it. Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to warm her up because she hasn't done any training today. Come here. Good girl. Leave it. Yes. All right. So Leave It Part 2. You want to have 2 treats in your hand. You don't want to teach them that by leaving it, they're going to get whatever they're leaving. So say you tell them to leave a shoe or something like that. You want to teach them that they're not actually going to get that shoe, they're going to get a treat. So you want a separate treat in your hand. Okay, so you're going to put it down on the floor, leave it at Kova. By the way, this is her vest that she has, and it's a little big on her. Obviously, sit. Good girl, down. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Yes. So, you don't want to go too far away from the tree because you want to be able to grab it. I'm trying to keep her like diagonal so you guys can see what I'm doing. But you want to be able to, like, if you put down the treat and they go for it, you want to be able to snatch it away real quick. But, so let's try that again. Let me get another treat. Sit. No. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Good girl. Okay, so that one, I am a little bit more confident with her just because she has done Leave It Part 2 as of yesterday. So, stop it. So, I'm a little bit more confident with her that she can leave it and she will leave it. But this is where it comes in, like, sit. This is where this comes in. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Yes! Good girl. Good girl. Treat, lots of praise. Good girl. So, this is the part that I told you that was really, really hard because your dog is going to have to ignore its instincts to go after the treat. I'm going to have to adjust this vest a little bit because it is slipping off of her. But your dog has to ignore its natural instincts to go and get the treat. It has to ignore that and listen to you, which is pretty hard to do. So the fact that she's doing this at 11 weeks is awesome. Look at her, like, watch that treat. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. See, the second I kind of move away, she was like, okay, I can get it. So they're going to have to learn, leave it even when you step away from it. But right now, she's still at the beginning of it. Leave it. Leave it. And this is a command that you can reinforce over and over and over again because it's something that they're doing constantly. There are commands that you don't want to repeat over and over and over again, like sit, 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 or down, 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 or come, because that's a one-time thing. They sit, they're sat. Like, so you want to say sit once so that the command that they hear isn't sit, 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 and that's the command that they hear. Stay or wait and leave it are commands that they are continuously doing. They have to continuously stay in a stay position or a wait position, I tell her to wait. So that's the command that she knows is wait. But stay and wait are the same thing. They have to leave it. Leave it. Good girl. They have to stay and continually do that action. It's not just a one-time, okay, I'm sat. It's something that they're continuously doing. They're continuously waiting or staying. They're continuously leaving whatever you're telling them to leave. So you can, with this command, tell them, leave it. Leave it. Leave it. And reinforce that, because you want to eventually get to the point where you say leave it and they leave it. But as puppies, they have a short attention span and a short memory. So you tell them to leave it, they'll leave it, but then they might come back to it, and you're going to have to reinforce that leave it command. So this is a command that you can tell them over and over and over again. Leave it. Leave it. Good girl. So, yeah, just a FYI. Now I'm going to try and toss it. Leave it. Okay, see, that tells me that she's not ready for it. That was too far for her to go. Leave it. Even just dropping the treat. Leave it. Leave it. Good girl. Okay, so moving things probably she's not ready for, which is fine. She's been working on this for a few days. She's doing great. So, but if she saw something move, per se, she probably wouldn't leave it. But I could take my hand completely away from the treat, and she's focused on me, which is great. Good girl. So she knows that the treat is there. She acknowledges that, leave it. She acknowledges that the treat's there. She knows she can go get it. But she chooses to look at me. She looks at the treat for a while, but then she looks at me. So that is Leave It Part 2. Now I'm going to do some more training with her for you guys. Good girl. Down. Yeah, good girl. Sit. Yeah, good girl. We're working on healing and stuff like that, so I'm going to do that. Heel. Good girl. Heel. Good girl. Heel. Yes. She doesn't have a real tight heel, obviously, yet. It is tighter with the leash, so I can get the leash and do a tighter heel. Oh, she doesn't have her collar. Just kidding. We bathed her, and I have not yet put her collar back on her because I need to wash her collar because it's all muddy. So she doesn't have her collar on, so I can't show you the heel that she does in a tighter, when she has the leash on, she does do a tighter heel, but when she's just kind of a off-leash heel, it is pretty loose. Heel. Come on, heel. Yeah, good girl. Heel. Good girl. But she is doing, all in all, you guys, she's doing great. Sit. Good girl. Down. If your dog does not do the command instantly, say something like, uh-oh, or something to break it up, to let them know that, don't keep repeating it, sit, 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 sit. If they don't sit, go, uh-oh, give it a second, and then tell them sit again. So she didn't go down, so I'm going to say, uh-oh. And then, or you can go, and then do it. Just a word to break it up. Down. Yes. Sit. Yes. Good girl. Down. Yeah, good girl. Okay, I'm going to do leave it standing up, which she's never done before. Leave it. Leave it. Okay, so this might be too much for her. I'm going to try again. But she might need me to stay. Sit. Kova. Focus. Good girl. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Yes! Do you guys see that? She looked at the treat, thought about it, but when I said leave it again, I got her eyes again, which is awesome. Down. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. So as you guys may have noticed, she does have a vest on. So this is her vest. It is her puppy vest. I do need to adjust it because this is just, I mean, it has that much slack in it. When I pull it, like it seriously has a ton of slack, but it's supposed to lay on her like that. So I do need to adjust it a little bit, but this is her vest. It is purple and white, and it's so pretty. And then I got this. For those of you guys who watch my Instagram or follow my Instagram, you'll know about this already, but we got this on Sunday. Most people do like patch tabs and stuff like that. I'm just not a real fan of them. To me, I don't want to say they look tacky, but they just don't look as nice. So I went for something a little bit different. This is a paw print and it's glittered, purple glitter, and it says I work for her. So I got two of them. I got one that says service dog that goes on the D-ring to my hands-free leash, that if you guys have bought a hands-free leash from me or whatever, I make them. And there is a D-ring that you can put, there's quite a few D-rings actually that you can put stuff on. So I have the service dog one on that D-ring, and then I have this one on her vest, and it says I work for her. So it's kind of like a patch tab that some people do, but not a patch tab. It looks, to me, it looks a little bit nicer. So it says I work for her, and it pretty much stays like that on the outside, the way we clipped it on, because we didn't clip it on in reverse, but it has a textured paw. It is 3D, and it's a paw. Let's not. See, I need to, she's like chewing this strap on her vest. So I do need to, tighten it because there is no way to adjust it. The person that made it didn't like have any like adjustment points to the vest, which I was kind of surprised about. But yeah, so for those of you who don't follow my Instagram, I would suggest that you do, because there's a lot of stuff that goes on during the week that I put on my Instagram that are not on my YouTube channel. But I'm gonna unclip this. Okay, there you go. So to give you guys a little bit more clear image, this is her vest, and the I work for her just hangs on it. Kind of weighs it down on one side, which I hope getting patches will fix that problem, and then obviously tightening this strap will fix that problem. But yeah, so the person that made it, they're first starting out, so like this isn't a bad vest for like first starting out. It's not a bad vest. I did have to, they hand stitched it, and that kind of like made me nervous because I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll try. But this little line right here, that's a stitch. And then it went all the way to like this next stitch, and then all the way to this next stitch. So I actually took these small stitches, the small line of stitching, that's my stitches. Her stitches are the lengthier ones. So it made me a little nervous, so I did re-stitch everything to make sure that it didn't fall off. And then her Velcro was not very big, so I just took my own Velcro. I seam ripped her Velcro, and then took my own Velcro and sewed it on the back and then the two paneled ones, because I didn't like how the Velcro looked, because it was so tiny. I couldn't even fit a 2x6 on it. And then it was like itty bitty, like 3 strips of Velcro here, and I just didn't like it. I didn't like the look of it. I didn't think it looked very nice. So I redid that. These are not very durable. You definitely could not put a pull strap on them. So these aren't very durable as I would like it to be. This is not adjustable. Obviously, like, this strap is not adjustable. The clips are kind of like on the cheaper end, so they're not super nice. I almost feel like they're gonna break every time I use them. So, I mean, luckily it is just her in training vest, and if it doesn't work out, like, I'll just get a new vest for her. I think it'll work out for her training purposes, but it was made cheaper. I think the girl that made the vest, I think it has great potential. She does have great potential. I do think that she needs to get a sewing machine, and I think she needs to put a little bit more expensive materials, like nicer materials on her vest. For my, like, to my understanding or to my knowledge as of right now, the vest material is actually pretty good. I think she gets it from Joann Fabrics, so that's good. But the stripping and stuff like that, it's just not as high a quality as I was expecting it to be. So, and you can't tell that from, like, pictures, I don't think. Like, if somebody saw this vest just, like, sitting here like this, you would think, oh, like, that's a good looking vest. It is a good looking vest. I just think that, you know, some of the flaws in it probably discouraged me from getting anything from her again. So, but yeah, that's just a little bit of a review on her vest that we got. Hopefully, the person that makes it will, you know, I don't know, like, put more into, like, the materials of her vest. I think she tries to make them cheaper and get more profit out of them, but sometimes making stuff that is more durable material and stuff like that, and kind of raising the price, people won't mind as much, because, you know, you might be paying $50 for a vest, but hey, if it's good quality, if it's good material, and it's made well, people are willing to spend $50 on a vest. So that's just my look on it right now. So, but just so you guys know, and Kova's down here chewing a toy at my feet. So, but yeah, that was our training session. So for Service Dog Saturday, I'll be doing more clips throughout the week to put them and combine them to Service Dog Saturday, so that you guys have more to watch on Service Dog Saturday. So if I'm in different clothes or whatever, that's why. Also, I apologize for not looking super nice. Today's kind of been a bad day, so I didn't put on any makeup, or, like, I don't even think I, like, combed through my hair before I, like, started this video. So, but yeah, if I am in different clothes throughout clips of this video, it is because I'm doing a compilation of everything that we do throughout the week, and then I'm putting it on for Service Dog Saturday. So that's what I've decided to do. I think that's going to be a lot better than trying to cram in a long training session on Service Dog Saturday, because she isn't able to do a long training session. She's able to do maybe 5-minute training sessions right now. She's not focused enough to do long training sessions for Service Dog Saturday. So we're just going to do a compilation of training videos. So, hi Kova. How sweet girl. Yeah.